Hi there and welcome, I'm Casper and this is my hard career in Kerbal Space Program, and on screen right now is me preparing the rocket to launch Jebediah into space. This vessel starts out with the Mark 1 cockpit, followed by the parachute that will bring Jebediah home safely, and the heat shield. The heat shield won't be required for this mission, but I have a contract to test it at a particular altitude and a particular speed. Building the rocket downwards, this stage is going to have two of the AT-200 fuel tanks and a swivel engine, followed by another 4 of those tanks and another engine. Kicking these stages up into the atmosphere is going to be the Thumper solid fuel booster, and I'm going to adjust the amount of fuel in this booster just to be within some of the constraints of the launch pad. I used the crash simulation mod here just to reconfirm to myself that this basic craft will actually make it to space. So as you can see here, the fuel in the solid rocket booster propels the craft up to 280 meters per second and runs out just above 4 kilometers. So I can see that the craft will make it to space. This simulation also allows me to see that the craft will not reach the desired speed for the heat shield contract, and so we'll have to test it on the way down. The objectives for this mission are to escape from the atmosphere, orbit around the planet, run a test of the Mark 1 command pod at the launch site, and then test the heat shield, as I previously said. As I only have a level 1 tracking station, I do not have access to the maneuver nodes, so I'm going to eyeball the apoapse and the periapse as markers for the orbit burn, and then pitch down beneath the horizon to maintain a similar apoapsis height. Once in orbit, I then leave the craft to go check on the missions available, as quite often, once you've completed one set of the first world contract missions, another set will become available depending on what flights you have going on and what level the buildings like KSP are. For my play, the Explore Kerbin contract, which involved going on an EVA and returning from orbit, was available. Coming back into the atmosphere, I still have the heat shield to test. So here you can see that I'm now coming into the right altitude. I just need to lower my speed. As I need millions of Kerbal dollars, well, I don't even know what the currency is in this game, I need to accept a few more part testing contracts to get the money required to upgrade the buildings and purchase all the parts, and of course launch the new vessels. So this haphazard collection of parts is going to be called Explain 1, and all its job will be just to test those parts that have accepted contracts for. First contract, test that propeller engine, whatever the name is. Oh dear, looks like I'm rolling back. That's not good. What? It's still spinning even though it's got no fuel. What's going on? Oh great, it's nudging my craft. Please don't explode, please don't explode. Oh, curse you, you landing gear weirdness. Ah, that's why they're not spinning. There's no oxidizer. What, again? I thought this was meant to be third time lucky. Clearly not, when the Kraken's involved. Those gears are a real pain. After adding the oxidizer, the Banshees allowed the X-plane to become a short takeoff craft. But here I can see I do not reach the required speed for some of the contracts, so back to the drawing board I go. So this is it, the X-plane. Jeb is a bit unsure whether he wants to fly this after all those explosions in the simulation. But here goes nothing. Ah, I've just completed work contract. That means I can go and accept another one to get some more profit out of this plane. So that flight earned over 140,000, which is almost all profit, as the entire craft only cost around about 15, maybe 16. And the additional science gained from the contract completions pushed it above 90. So I went over to the R&D and unlocked 2 more nodes and purchased a lot more parts, basically spending all the money I've just earned. To keep the money coming in, Jeb's going to go off to the deserts to see the pyramids. To get there, he's going to be flying in an oddball of a craft to accommodate the parts that are required for these contracts. And I often select these contracts based on their parameters, just so they happen in a logical order, and sometimes serve a function. For instance, the shroud acting as a fairing. So as with the previous missions, I used the crash simulation again. However, I'm not going to show it this time because there were so many different iterations of this craft. It was quite hard to design in all the requirements for the different missions, and even with this one, it's touch and go. It all depends on the flight path to get the contract requirements satisfied. So that's all we have time for in this episode. Thank you for watching, and please join me next time as the story continues.